Ganter's cake. That's Jane Ganter.
I sure got work. Right now.
It seems to be that a lot of companies
It's a fine line, you know. I think that would cross it. Even Mike.
You gotta be careful.
out there, yeah.
I still think it's perfect.
Get the cake.
I've gotten like 5 shots of the cake.
Oh, that's a hoot. Isn't it? Oh, really?
I want to hear.
I'm gonna be sending email to Wayne tonight, and this will have to go in too.
I've got to tell you, in your file was the picture. Remember when they went through and they took pictures of everybody because they had this big plan to do something
yeah.
with them anyway? Well, I came across that one, and it was a cross between that one and this one.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, I'll show it to you.
Well, I'm glad you gave me the one of me in my Halloween
You know
costume,
something?
where I was the menopausal pregnant woman. Oh, thank you.
Are you just so excited?
I spent Sunday afternoon reading cookbooks and gardening books.
Do you want to have someone take a picture while you're holding the cake up?
Oh, no.
I went to get him and he wasn't there.
It's all your
I decided that percentage was not in my favor of doing something like that's a waste of postage, so I just sell a certain amount of ads before I just wondered if I
Yeah, and Betty was after.
Oh,
She wasn't No, it's okay. I just wanted to let everybody know that Wayne Blow and Dave Asola and Toby all called me and said to make sure everybody knows that they send their very best wishes and their congratulations and their thank yous and all of those things. They just could not come because some of them were in New York in a meeting and others didn't have travel and entertainment.
Wayne was in Scotland yesterday. I think he was in London today.
But they send their good wishes happy for you. We're envious of you.
You want to get old and wrinkly?
That's right. And Donna has some gifts from the company to bestow upon you, and then Michael's gonna travel bags. Nothing that says Advanstar.
Old magazines, by the way.
Oh.
These are actually, this is from the company with good wishes and great fun. And I want to tell you, I love being able to pick this out for you, honey.
Delta, you might have to go with me.
Oh, I think the Delta knows.
Oh.
Well, I texted her where you'd like to go. I just love the coast.
Oh, you are absolutely, and I haven't been there. I probably won't wait that long. I'm going to get back from Seattle next week.
This is in lieu of a card being passed around when you're having to read all these little bitty things.
You mean my vision got shot?
Yes. And this is full of best wishes sent by email.
Oh.
Some of the folks here signed
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And so you should have a good time going through this and just reading all of this.
I mean, like, some of these people have been gone for eons. Cool.
So anyway, well, we thought that was something else. What's going on, so you just enjoy and have a good time. And someday maybe I'll be behind you. Hopefully.
Don't wait too long.
I hopefully won't wait too long.
So you knew that, huh?
He helped.
Cool.
So Michael, you're on.
Jane, we got some backup singers from the editorial staff. Babes with faxes are here. I had a hard time coming up with a song for you, Jane. There's a lot of songs, or a lot of songs have words that rhyme with Jane, but I just couldn't find anything that clicked. Last weekend I was up in Idaho and I was talking to my sister about it. Mentioned your name, and she goes, "Oh, how about that song by Supertramp?" And so I got back and I wrote this, and these guys I worked on it, literally minutes of practice. So here we go. We're going to do two songs. We'll start with this one. It was an early morning yesterday when my writer's block was gone. So I wrote this song in my own way for Jane who's moving on. Like a horse that's put to pasture, like the setting of the sun. When it comes to M. Jane Ganter, put a fork in her, she's done. Now I believe that what I say is the undisputed truth. It's best to reach your retirement day before you're transferred to Duluth. Like a ship without an anchor, like a slave without a chain, a magazine without a Ganter, it's like a track without a train. Now I could go on singing, though it's hard to sing this tune. I don't really like performing, just gets me out of the mailroom.
Goodbye, Ganter, it's been swell. Where life takes you, time will tell. Write a novel, ride your bike. You can do anything you like. Goodbye, Ganter, goodbye, Jane. No more alarm clocks on the brain. Come next Monday, sleep till noon. Watch Judge Judy, watch cartoons.
Some they do and some they don't, and some they don't let on. Some say they will, some say they won't. Want your office when you're gone. I should laugh at their behavior. No, it shouldn't bother me. But guess who does the labor when an office space comes free? I know I'm whining, whining, yeah, what's new? I'm not the one retiring. If I remember right, that's you.
Goodbye, Ganter. It's been nice. Hope retirement is paradise. We will miss you quite a bunch. Stop and see us. We'll do lunch.
Goodbye, Ganter.
Goodbye, Ganter.
Goodbye,
It's
Jane.
been great.
Party all night.
Party all
Sleeping
night.
late.
Sleeping late.
Goodbye, Ganter.
Goodbye, Ganter.
Goodbye, Jane.
Goodbye, Jane.
Just make sure
Just
we
make sure
see you
we
again.
See you again.
Just a little practice we had to do. All right. Well, she's leaving Advanstar. 20 years is all she could stand now.
Put in her time now, she put in her time.
Soon she'll be tanning on the beach with an umbrella, drink in her hand now. Then she'll be hitting the casinos, tapping into her retirement plan now. 'Cause she is done, done, done now that Toby took ACT away. Well, this gal Jane Ganter is an editor that's hard to replace now.
She's hard to replace.
She can hold up under pressure no matter how hectic the pace now. Just keep her far away from buses when she's living in foreign place now. She is done, done, done now that Toby took ACT away. Jane, we knew all along saying goodbye would be hard to do now. And since we took your building keys, you'll be thinking that your workday is through now. But if you come up here with me and say a word or two now, then you'll be done, done, done now that Toby took ACT away. Yeah, you'll be done, done, done now that Toby took ACT away.
Well, this is too cool. And I also kind of wanted to share with you this interesting Gestalt experience I had over the weekend. All of a sudden, it started raining and I got tired of being outside. I decided to put my own name in Google. Have you ever done that? It turns out that I found on Google the very first magazine article that I ever had published, which I thought was sort of a serendipitous gestalt for this week. And of course, they didn't really have the 1959 version up there. It turns out it was reprinted in March 2000 because it's still valid. And that was kind of how I got started in this whole kind of pathetic racket. And that was how I discovered that editors get to make up their own titles and that they don't necessarily like the one you wrote. It just kind of struck me funny because that was, well, my firstborn was a 3-year-old then and she was 1.5 or something. So I've been doing this a long time and I'm ready to move on. That moving on was a very good point there. And I will be back to see you all. And then I also want to introduce my daughter and her partner and my grandson. These are the people who took care of my life when I was hit by the bus. Alicia and one of my kids took care of paying my bills, so that I never even had an overdue notice the whole time I was in college.
She would have been pissed off if she did.
Adelka took 6 weeks of her sick leave vacation, whatever, and stayed with me down in San Antonio and here. And I would have liked those guys even if we weren't related, but I just wanted to brag on them. And I also want to brag on Chris and Jeremiah, who have put up with unbelievable pressure the last year and a half, and they never whine and they never complain. And part of the reason they never whine or complain is that when things get bad, we can call on Deb and Shannon, who have also really been really great. And so there are a lot of people who I will miss a lot, and whoever wants my office can find it out with you.